You've been told your whole life that nuts are nature's perfect food, heart-healthy, brain-boosting, full of good fats. But what if I told you that after 60, a handful of the wrong nuts could quietly sabotage your heart, stiffen your joints, and even age your cells faster than sugar? Most people over 60 think they're doing the right thing, adding nuts to oatmeal, snacking on trail mix, sprinkling them over salads. But hidden inside some of those nuts are compounds your older body can no longer process efficiently. What used to protect your heart in your 30s can now inflame it in your 60s. After 60, your metabolism slows by up to 25%. Your liver and kidneys don't detoxify fats and anti-nutrients as effectively, and your digestive enzymes, the ones that break down phytic acid, oxalates, and lectins, drop dramatically. That means even healthy nuts can turn toxic if your body can't neutralize what's inside them. Here's the shocking truth. According to a 2024 analysis from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, nearly 68% of adults over 60 who eat nuts daily are consuming at least one variety that raises inflammation markers instead of lowering them. And in that same study, those who switched to the right types of nuts improved joint comfort, heart function, and energy in just 6 weeks. So, what's really going on? Why are certain nuts harmful after 60, while others become your body's greatest ally? Today we're exposing the 4 worst nuts you should never touch, and revealing the 4 you must eat daily to stay strong, sharp, and energized after 60. And if you think this is just about diet, think again. This is about how your aging cells communicate. Because when the wrong fats enter your bloodstream, they don't just clog arteries. They disrupt hormonal balance, slow nerve signaling, and make your immune system turn against your own tissues. That's the silent war happening inside most seniors' bodies right now. But don't worry. Once you understand the science and the fix, you'll never look at a bowl of mixed nuts the same way again. So grab a seat, take a deep breath, and get ready. Because some of the nuts you've been told are superfoods might just be your body's hidden enemy. Let's begin with the 4 you should never touch after 60. Number 4, cashews, creamy, addictive, everywhere. Cashews look innocent, but for older adults, they're biochemical landmines. Cashews contain high levels of oxalates, natural compounds that can form calcium oxalate crystals, the same ones that lead to kidney stones and joint stiffness. In younger bodies, the kidneys flush these out easily, but after 60, filtration rate drops and those crystals start to accumulate. A 2023 study from Mayo Clinic Proceedings found that older adults who consumed high oxalate foods daily had a 52% higher risk of kidney calcification, even when their blood sugar and blood pressure were normal. And cashews are one of the highest oxalate nuts on the planet. That's not all. Cashews also contain urushiol, the same chemical found in poison ivy, in trace amounts. For sensitive individuals over 60 whose skin barrier and immune system weaken with age, that's enough to trigger mild allergic inflammation, redness, itching, even digestive upset. Remember Harold, a 67-year-old retired teacher from Oregon? He switched to eating a handful of cashews every evening for his heart health. Within months, he developed mild gout-like pain and constant fatigue. His doctor couldn't figure it out until they ran his oxalate levels. They were through the roof. When Harold replaced cashews with walnuts and pistachios, his energy returned in 2 weeks. So, what's the move? Replace cashews with pistachios. They're lower in oxalates, higher in lutein, and proven to improve blood vessel elasticity in adults over 55 by 22%, according to Penn State University Research, 2021. Number 3. Peanuts. You might not want to hear this, but peanuts aren't nuts at all. They're legumes, cousins of beans and lentils. And that means they come with lectins and aflatoxins, 2 compounds your aging digestive system can't handle like it once did. Lectins bind to the lining of your gut and block nutrient absorption. Aflatoxins, toxic molds that grow on peanuts during storage, are far worse. In a 2022 World Health Organization review, aflatoxin exposure was linked to liver inflammation in seniors, even at low doses considered safe. The problem? After 60, your liver's detox capacity drops by about 40%. So what used to be harmless in your youth can now accumulate, inflame, and damage cells quietly. Meet Doris, 74, from Texas. Every morning, she'd have peanut butter toast, a tradition since childhood. But as she aged, she noticed her energy dipping, her hands swelling, and her digestion slowing down. Her nutritionist ran a food sensitivity panel, and peanuts came back as the top trigger. When she switched to almond butter, the swelling subsided and her energy rebounded within 3 weeks. If you love that peanut butter taste, try almond butter or walnut butter instead. They're rich in vitamin E and omega-3 precursors, 2 nutrients that help your aging skin, joints, and heart thrive. Number 2, macadamia nuts. This one surprises people. Macadamia nuts are often called the king of healthy fats, but for many people over 60, they're too rich for the aging gallbladder. Macadamias are 75% fat, mostly monounsaturated, yes, but incredibly dense. If your bile production has slowed, and it does, by 50% after 60, your body can't properly emulsify or digest that fat. The result? Bloating, sluggishness, and fat-soluble vitamin deficiency, even if your diet looks perfect. A small 2024 clinical study from University of Queensland tested adults aged 65-80 who added just 1 ounce of macadamias daily for 8 weeks. Nearly half reported digestive discomfort and fatigue after meals. Blood work showed a spike in triglycerides, not because the fat was bad, but because their bodies couldn't metabolize it fast enough. If you love the creamy crunch, replace macadamias with hazelnuts, still rich in monounsaturated fats, but easier on digestion and packed with manganese, which supports collagen and bone health after menopause. Number 1, Brazil nuts. This might shock you most, because every magazine calls them a selenium superfood, and that's true, but after 60, that power flips. One Brazil nut contains up to 95 micrograms of selenium. That's 170% of your daily requirement. Eat just 3 and you're in toxic territory. Excess selenium can cause brittle nails, hair loss, brain fog, and even nerve pain. And because your metabolism slows with age, selenium builds up faster. In 2020, Harvard Medical School researchers followed 1,200 older adults. Those consuming over 200 micrograms of selenium daily had double the rate of type 2 diabetes onset within 3 years. Brazil nuts are fine occasionally, but eating them daily for immunity could quietly backfire. Instead, switch to walnuts, the gold standard for brain health after 60. They lower LDL cholesterol, improve memory function, and help your arteries relax naturally. And now that you know the 4 worst nuts you should avoid, stay tuned because in the next part, we'll flip the script. You'll discover the 4 nuts you must eat daily after 60, backed by science, proven in real lives, and powerful enough to help rebuild your heart, brain, and energy from the inside out. Now that you know the 4 nuts that could be silently harming you, let's flip the story because this is the part most people never hear. These next 4 nuts aren't just healthy, they're medicine. They're the difference between a body that's slowing down and a body that's waking up again. See, after 60, your cells aren't weak. They're just waiting for the right signals. And food, the right food, is the language your body still understands. Every handful you eat can either trigger inflammation or spark regeneration. And these next 4 nuts, they're scientifically proven to help your body rebuild from the inside out. Let's start with the first powerhouse. Number 4, walnuts, the brain's armor. If your memory's been slipping a bit, if you've been forgetting where you put your keys or what you came into a room for, listen closely. Because walnuts might just be your brain's best friend after 60. Researchers at UCLA followed 17,000 adults over 25 years. Those who ate just a handful of walnuts 5 times per week had better cognitive function scores by 11% and a 38% lower risk of Alzheimer's progression compared to those who didn't. Here's why. Walnuts are packed with ALA omega-3s, the plant version of the same fatty acids found in fish. And omega-3s are like lubricant for your neurons. They keep your brain cells flexible, your memory sharper, and your mood more stable. They also contain polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that repair oxidative stress inside your brain. Think of oxidative stress like rust on your brain's electrical wires. Walnuts polish those wires clean. At 67, Margaret from Seattle noticed she was forgetting phone numbers, even names. Her neurologist recommended small dietary changes, including walnuts, 1 ounce a day. Within 10 weeks, her focus and recall improved noticeably. And her husband said, "It's like someone turned the lights back on." Pro tip, keep your walnuts raw or lightly toasted. Avoid salted or sugared versions. They cancel the benefits. And if you're worried about the calories, studies from Harvard School of Public Health found no link between walnut intake and weight gain because their fiber and fat content actually control appetite hormones naturally. So if you want sharper thinking, calmer moods, and better brain blood flow, start with walnuts. Your brain will thank you every day. Number 3, almonds, the heart guardian. Now let's move to the nut that acts like a natural pacemaker for your heart. Almonds. They're small, crunchy, and powerful, like a handful of heart medicine nature made. A 2023 meta-analysis from King's College London found that eating 5 ounces of almonds daily lowered LDL cholesterol by 13% and reduced artery stiffness by 22% in adults over 60. That's as effective as low-dose statins, but without the side effects. Why are almonds so effective? Because they're loaded with magnesium, a mineral 80% of seniors are deficient in. Magnesium helps your blood vessels relax, stabilizes heartbeat rhythm, and improves insulin sensitivity. Plus, almonds contain vitamin E, which protects your artery walls from oxidation, the first step toward plaque buildup. Let's put it in perspective. Your heart beats about 100,000 times a day. If it's pumping against stiff, inflamed arteries, every beat is like pushing through mud. But when you fuel it with the nutrients in almonds, the pipes stay clean and flexible. Take Ron, 72, from Florida. He had mild hypertension for years. After adding 10-12 almonds to his breakfast daily and reducing sodium snacks, his systolic blood pressure dropped from 146 to 128 within 2 months. No drastic meds, just smarter nutrition. Pro tip, eat almonds with their brown skin on. That's where the antioxidants live. And if chewing's tough, soak them overnight. It activates enzymes that make them easier to digest. Number 2, pistachios, the blood sugar stabilizer. Pistachios are like nature's green gold, sweet, savory, and one of the best nuts you can eat after 60. Why? Because they balance the 3 systems that matter most as you age: blood sugar, circulation, and digestion. In a 2022 European Journal of Clinical Nutrition trial, adults aged 55 plus who ate 5 ounces of pistachios daily had lower fasting glucose by 15%, improved insulin sensitivity by 25%, and reduced post-meal spikes dramatically in just 4 weeks. That's because pistachios are rich in arginine, an amino acid that your body converts to nitric oxide. And nitric oxide relaxes blood vessels, improving blood flow to the heart, brain, and even your legs. They also support gut health. Pistachios contain prebiotic fiber that feeds good gut bacteria, and studies show that a healthier gut microbiome directly supports lower inflammation and stronger immunity in seniors. Here's something beautiful. Pistachios are one of the only nuts with lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 pigments that protect your eyes from macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss after 60. So yes, when you eat pistachios, you're protecting your heart, your eyes, and your blood sugar all at once. Pro tip, go for unsalted in-shell pistachios. Cracking the shells slows down your eating, so you enjoy them more and consume fewer calories naturally. Number 1, hazelnuts, the longevity nut. Hazelnuts might not be the most famous nut, but after 60, they might be the most complete. They support brain, heart, skin, and bone health simultaneously. Researchers at Oregon State University found that adults aged 55 to 77 who consumed just 2 tablespoons of hazelnuts daily for 16 weeks increased their vitamin E and magnesium levels significantly, 2 nutrients directly tied to longevity. Vitamin E helps repair cell membranes, while magnesium supports muscle and nerve function, both crucial for independence and balance. But there's another secret benefit. Hazelnuts are packed with polyphenols and healthy fats that calm chronic inflammation, the kind of silent, low-level inflammation linked to heart disease, arthritis, and memory loss. Think of inflammation like background noise in your body, always humming, draining your energy. Hazelnuts quiet that noise down. And for skin, they're loaded with oleic acid, the same compound found in olive oil that keeps your skin elastic and hydrated. Many dermatologists now recommend hazelnuts as part of anti-aging from within. When 69-year-old Carol added 10 hazelnuts to her afternoon snack for 12 weeks, she noticed not only smoother skin but also better sleep. Her magnesium levels had normalized, and her restless legs at night disappeared. Pro tip: pair hazelnuts with dark chocolate, 70% or higher. This combo increases antioxidant absorption by up to 40%, according to Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry, 2020. And yes, that's permission for a guilt-free treat that actually helps you age gracefully. Now let's take a step back. You've just learned the truth about nuts most people never will. The bad ones: cashews, peanuts, macadamias, and Brazil nuts that quietly sabotage your system. And the good ones: walnuts, almonds, pistachios, and hazelnuts that help you rebuild it. But what happens when you actually start eating the right ones every day? Let's talk about that in part 3. Because what comes next isn't just science, it's transformation. It's what happens inside your body when you give it exactly what it's been asking for all along. Because aging isn't about decline, it's about refinement. It's about mastering what once controlled you. It's about understanding that every wrinkle, every scar, every ache is just proof that you've lived, learned, and kept showing up. And when you give your body what it truly needs, you stop just surviving aging. You start commanding it. The turning point. Imagine this. You wake up one morning, 6 a.m. The light hits your face differently. Your joints don't ache like they used to. You don't groan when you stand. You head to the mirror, and for the first time in years, you actually see life in your eyes again. Not youth, but vitality. That deep, grounded energy that says, I'm still here, and I'm not done yet. Because let's get real. Most people don't age because of time. They age because of neglect. They stop feeding their bodies the raw materials of strength, energy, and focus. And the moment they stop feeding it, it starts fading. But here's the thing. The body never forgets how to rebuild itself. It's coded to recover. It's waiting for the right signals, and you send those signals with what you eat, what you think, and how you move. That's where the power of choice comes in. The biology of renewal. See, after 60, your metabolism doesn't die. It adapts. Your body becomes more efficient at storing, not burning. That's not failure. That's evolution. But if you flip the switch, if you give it the right nutrients, it reawakens. When you eat the right nuts, walnuts for brain energy, almonds for heart strength, pistachios for blood flow, hazelnuts for skin and nerve repair, you're not just feeding your body, you're communicating with it. Every bite says, I'm still investing in you. I still expect more. I still believe you can get stronger. And the body listens. Neurons fire faster, arteries loosen, cells repair, and inflammation, the silent killer, begins to quiet down. That's the science of vitality. But here's the part science can't measure. The fire that comes back into your spirit. Comeback spirit. You start moving differently. You stand taller. You walk with purpose again. You stop comparing yourself to 30-year-olds because you realize you've got something they don't. You've got wisdom, discipline, scars, and the kind of strength that can only be forged by time. And when you combine that mental toughness with physical nourishment, you become unstoppable. That's when aging turns into mastery, because the real goal isn't to look young, it's to live strong. Your mind changes first. You stop saying, I'm too old for this. You start saying, I'm just getting started. You stop eating for comfort. You start eating for function. And every handful of the right food becomes a declaration. I refuse to fade quietly. You become your own comeback story. Because every healthy choice rewires your brain. It reinforces discipline. It tells your subconscious, we're not done yet. The chain reaction. And it's not just about nuts. It's about what happens after you start fueling your body right. You sleep better. You think sharper. You crave less junk. Your blood sugar stabilizes. Your mood evens out. You start moving again because your body finally has the energy to do it. Then something magical happens. Your confidence returns. You start walking faster. You start talking clearer. People notice. They ask, what changed? And you smile because it's not a pill, not a program, not luck. It's discipline. It's commitment. It's you finally deciding that comfort won't control your story anymore. The fight against time. Let's face it, the world tells you that aging is a losing game. That after 60, you slow down, you break down, you fade. But the truth? You were built for the long run. The body isn't a candle that burns out. It's a fire that reignites. You just have to feed it. And if you're still breathing, still standing, still capable of choice, then your story isn't over. You can rebuild stronger bones. You can sharpen your memory. You can restore energy, vitality, and purpose. Science proves it every day, but you prove it every time you refuse to quit. Real strength. Because strength at 25 is biology. Strength at 65 is character. You faced pain. You faced loss. You've carried responsibilities most people would crumble under. So now, the challenge isn't survival, it's redefinition. To rebuild the body, to rebuild the discipline, to rebuild the self-respect that time tried to wear down. You don't chase youth, you chase excellence, you chase self-respect. You chase the person you were always meant to be, before the world told you to settle. The longevity blueprint. Here's the blueprint, clear and simple. 1. Fuel your body with truth. Whole, real foods. The right fats, the right nuts. No more sugar traps or cheap snacks. 2. Train the body daily. Even a 20-minute walk tells your cells we're still in the fight. 3. Master your recovery. Sleep, hydration, and magnesium. Your real medicine. 4. Feed the mind discipline. Read, reflect, repeat. Stay sharp. Because the moment you stop training the mind, the body follows. But if you train both, you don't just age well, you evolve into something rare. A 60-year-old warrior with the mindset of a 25-year-old soldier. That's longevity with purpose. The awakening. You start realizing aging isn't something happening to you. It's something happening for you. You've been given time to refine your soul, sharpen your instincts, and prove to yourself what you're capable of. So every morning you wake up, look in the mirror, and say, I'm not done. I've got more to give. I've got more to build. And then you act like it. You eat the right food, you move, you hydrate, you stay consistent, not because it's easy, but because you've earned the right to live your best years now. The legacy. And one day, someone will look at you, maybe a son, a daughter, a grandchild, and they'll say, how do you still have so much energy? And you'll smile. Because you'll know the truth. You'll know it wasn't luck. It wasn't supplements. It wasn't shortcuts. It was daily discipline. It was small, relentless choices. It was faith in the process. That's your legacy. That's how you inspire, not by preaching, but by becoming living proof that age is just data, not destiny. The final message. So here's the truth you needed to hear today. You're not too old to change. You're too experienced not to. You've got decades of wisdom, endurance, and grit behind you. Now it's time to turn that into momentum. Because every second you have left is an opportunity to rebuild stronger than ever before. Feed your body like you respect it. Train your mind like you love it. Live each day like it's borrowed time, because it is. And when people look at you, let them see what's possible when discipline meets age. That's not decline, that's domination. That's what it means to age like a warrior. If this message hit home, don't just like it, live it. Start today. Go grab a handful of the right nuts. Walnuts, almonds, pistachios, hazelnuts, and rebuild from the inside out. Because the war against aging isn't fought in years, it's fought in choices. And the battlefield is right here. Your mind, your plate, your discipline. Stay focused, stay relentless. And as always,